Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 12. I just watched the episode 11. If you want to see my reaction video about that, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. As you can see, I'm really excited to watch this final episode. I'm expecting a lot, you know, like during each episode of Attack on Titan, we have sometimes, you know, some big reveals, some big informations coming like that from nowhere, like without any warning. And sometimes we have also big moments of action and big things happening, like the death of some people and all, again without any warning. And it's happening just like that. So for the final episode of the season, I'm expecting all of that and even more than that. Oh yeah, and even more with the actual situation, like Reiner and Bertolt. They are surrounded by Titans. How can they survive from that situation? Even if they survive, does it mean that they're gonna try to escape, you know, to go to their hometown? Maybe not, because they didn't accomplish their missions, but also they don't have Annie, they don't have Krista, they don't have Eren, and all of these persons seem important, you know, for them, so how about that? Ymir, are you gonna take a side, my dear, at some point? My dear? No, not my dear. I'm not sure that I'm a fan of Ymir. I don't hate the girl. I changed my mind about that, because I can understand her reasons, so as long as I can understand her reasons, I can't hate her, but for sure I'm not gonna be a fan of her, and again, reasons are not excuses, you know, for her attitude, for everything that she's doing, but she has such an awful life, and all of her story about the 60 years that she spent being a stupid titan, all of that. I loved to discover during the last episode the fact that she became a clever titan after that because she ate one of them, in fact one of the clever titans, this Marcel, or at least one of these people like Reiner, Bertolt and Annie. For me, she meant one of the clever titans. She ate one of the clever titans, so that's why she can become one of them. Again, I'm glad because it means that she's the exception, she's not the rule. Clever titans, they are not made like that. And I'm really glad because again it means that it was not the case for Eren, and it was breaking my heart to think that maybe Eren went through that also. Eren is alive, they managed to take him, with Krista also. Krista wanted to join Ymir, like, really girl, you don't care a lot about your life. I know what she said about the fact that she would be on Ymir's side no matter what, and the fact that she thinks that by doing that she's giving a best chance to Ymir to survive, to have a life. But no, Krista, don't do that. And yes, they managed to take Eren, but at what cost, you know? Like Mikasa, she's hurt, her bones, you know, like he did that. I'm afraid for you, Mikasa. Even more because they put these flowers, and for me it was symbolic, like maybe it can be the end of Mikasa. And you know that I have two theories about Mikasa. One, maybe one day she's gonna die sacrificing herself for Eren. Two, maybe she's a clever titan like Eren. Not a part of the organization, but really a clever titan like Eren, and she doesn't know it yet because, again, if Dr. Yeager did that to Eren, why not to Mikasa? Mikasa, we saw that she was trained to fight, like, maybe she was like Annie, maybe her parents trained her like Annie's parents' dad trained her. A lot of things are making me think that maybe it was that for Mikasa, like Dr. Yeager visiting Mikasa's parents. Maybe it was because of the fact that they are a part of this organization. I'm suspecting Dr. Yeager to be a part of this organization, but he did that to Eren in secret, you know, like he wanted him to save them all, that's what he said. Maybe we're gonna have one of these two theories that I have about Mikasa revealed during this episode. Maybe she's gonna die, or maybe she's gonna become a clever titan. I'm afraid of both of these theories accomplishing, you know, right there, right now. I'm not sure I'm prepared for that. And Erwin, you're gonna be without your arms for sure, but I don't know which one. But I hope that it's gonna be just that, you know. I hope that you're not gonna die. You're the best commander, Erwin, and you know also so much, and I think much more than what we know as viewers. So we need to keep you because you are making good plans, because you know how to motivate people and how to make plans with your men and all. Like, I trust you for that. Really, Erwin, I trust him with my life. I mean, I would have trusted him with my life. It's really like I'm a member of the Survey Corps now. I would have trusted him with my life to follow him, you know, on a battle and all, to follow his orders. Really, I hope that he's gonna be okay. I hope that Mikasa is gonna be okay. Eren, can you intervene now that you're free, you know, like that they released you? Can you maybe transform into a titan to protect her? Can you do that? Maybe he's too tired for that now? We'll see. Your arms, are they back or not, Eren? I can't remember at the end of the last episode how it was. Same question for Ymir and her leg. Ymir right now she's a titan, so that's it. The beast titan, it disappeared into the nature, like we're not gonna have news about him and about the reasons why he was targeting them right there. I think that he was targeting Bertolt, Reiner, Ymir, the clever titans, you know. I think that he's against your organization. I mean, not Ymir now, but I think that he's against that organization. They were surprised that he could exist. So yes, I think that it's something like that. But again, you are talking about your arm. Your arm, you know, the Beast Titan, it's not the same arm than Reiner and Bertolt. For me, Reiner and Bertolt, they are coming from that military base town outside that I suspect, you know, my theory about that organization. People outside who are creating titans and who are deciding stuff to not be connected, you know, emotionally connected to things which are happening inside, but inside they are putting some active agents, some spies, and also some people who can decide stuff. All of what they want, these people, with that, it's to keep people inside of these walls. After that, with the Clever Titans, to kill some of them because there were too many and they didn't have enough resources. For me, in fact, they want to keep humanity alive in a way, because in my theory, the world outside of these walls and all is destroyed, like they don't have anything. That's what I think. Can we have more information about that to make me evolve with this theory? I know that it's not a fully accomplished, you know, theory. I know that things can be wrong about it. I know that I miss information. But on the other hand, I think that, you know, I have the finger on it, like, I'm close. I think that I'm close, but I'm missing an element about how the world is outside, about really who are these people creating the titans, like how does it happen at the beginning, how they decided that at the beginning, maybe something like that. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now and let's go for this final episode. I'm excited about it, I'm anxious, we'll see what is gonna happen. Again, if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have the episodes earlier. We have 5 episodes of Advance, it's a lot, 5 episodes of Advance, with an extended all 4 action part, and I put a lot of 4 action parts for Attack on Titan right there for the final episodes. Like the last one, I think that I'm gonna put the 4 action part, this one we'll see, but surely I'm gonna put also the 4 action part. And the extended reaction part, it's also great because I'm not forced to cut as much as I'm forced for YouTube. You know that for YouTube I have to keep only 5 seconds of a scene, you know, to cut each 5 seconds, to play with the opacity, to do things like that. I know that it's not good. I mean, at least it's not what I wanted to do with this reaction video, so that's why, you know, I think that the extended reaction video, they can be interesting for you also. That's it. That's what you can find on my Patreon. 5 episodes of Advance, extended or full reaction part. And let's go for this episode. I'm excited! A little stressed, but mostly excited. When at the beginning of the last episode, it was the contrary. Well... Please kill that Titan. Have your revenge on it so we can stop seeing that flashback. I can't deal with it anymore. That's the last time that I hear that opening credit? I mean, they're gonna change it for the season 3. Yep. You're going after Alden. Oh no! To protect him! Oh, thank you. Erwin, you're not gonna die. No, you're not. Yep. Oh no, so you're not gonna die! Oh no, 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 no. Die. Yes, he wants that revenge also, and also because he couldn't do it the first time. Maybe. Stop asking yourself all these questions. The world society. I don't think so. That's what we call love. And also, I swear, she's not gonna do it. Oh yes, please. You can't? You're not fully yourself? I have to worry about so many of you, it's... Oh no, eh? Not Jan also, like... You know that is one of my favorites. Eren, stop hurting yourself, stop. I'm tired of me. I'm proud of you. Come on, Anna, sorry. Don't die. No. It can't be. Not again. What was that? I don't understand. He died? But we didn't... Why my brain didn't understand that moment? I thought that he was transforming. I don't know why. Why my brain didn't process this info? None of you is gonna have the revenge on that thing, and you just killed Anessa, the last figure that you have from your own life. time to confess your love, like.
私と一緒にいてくれてありがとう。
You're gonna say goodbye, you're gonna go for it.
私に
Oh, the scarf.
マフラーを巻いてくれてありがとう。
You're not gonna sacrifice yourself, Mikasa. Mikasa?
何度でも巻いてやる。だからもずっと俺が何度でも。
Hein? Hein? Attends un instant. Attends un instant. Because they're obeying to Eren, he wanted to kill this titan, so they killed him.
今のうちだ。
私はこの壁の中に未来がある。
He can lead the titans?
料理によって座標が最悪の奴の手に渡っちまった。
Coordinate.
取り返され
The coordinate is that, you know? He said it? They are doing it?
とうとう守りきれねえ。なんだ巨人が
What you just said?
撤退せよ。
Listen to him. Stop. Krista, Historia, stop. You want to protect them? But you know they are what they did and you're not a part of this organization?
ユミルが取った行動の意味は分からなかったけ
Me neither.
ど、鎧の巨人がそれ以上
Never. It's making me so sad. Erwin and Jan and Mikasa, you're alive. And he didn't even get his revenge and he died the same way. But the Beast Titan, he can do it also. Order things to Titans.
なんで俺たちのところに来た。
里帰りの土産になってやってんだよ。
Huh?
手ぶらじゃお前ら帰ってくれねえだろ。お前らがこの壁を壊しに来なければ私はずっと覚めない夢を見てた。お前たちの境遇を知ってるのは私だけだしな。
ありがとう。ユミル。すまない。
女神様もそんなに悪い気分じゃないね。
And what are you gonna do now?
残された人類の半数以上を食わせることのできる食料の備蓄は
Again?
それを超えれば人間同士の奪い合い殺し合いになるのは必死である。
You know my theory, I think that
そのため
they
当局
killed people
は
in
問題発生の一週
because
間
they
後
had too many of them and not enough resources.
ハンジ。はい。
失礼するよ。いらしてたのですね。
You're alive. Okay, without your arm, but you're alive.
本人はラガコ村の出身です。
Yes!
実は村での調査結果を彼に確認してもらったところ、あの仮説の信憑性が増すばかりでして、その報告。
I'm so sorry. Jan?
またさらわれて。そのために。
Okay, Jan is okay also, and Mikasa also is okay.
巨人が僕らを無視して、ライナーたちに向かい続けていったからだ。
Did you understand it?
あの時、巨人たちにそうさせたのは。
Yep.
だがそうでも言わなきゃ。あの状況は説明できねえ。
I think also the two moments
死んだ人たちを
they are calling that the coordinate.
お前次第なんじゃねえのか。うじうじしてる暇はねえぞ。
I love you, Jan, for that. Also for the person that you can be for Eren.
しかねえ。巨人を操ってやる。
Now you're saying I control the Titans, when before you were saying I will kill the Titans. You're evolving. How did you know, did you discover that the coordinate exists, would be born with that power?
巨人の正体は人間であると。
I guess that's since a long time ago.
確証はない
Almost the beginning. But I still don't understand how. An entire village all at once.
人を殺して飛び回ってた。
They're not humans anymore.
お前何を笑ってやがる。
Yes.
なんでもないさ。
No, 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 no.
また一歩真実に近づいたというわけだ。
You understood something or you know already the truth?
我々はいずれ必ず突き破る。真実を隠している壁を。
The world outside the walls. That's the answer. I said that it's a big information that I miss. Can we see it? Other walls? The Beast Titan.
まだかな。
Where are they? And you were who?
まだかな。
Glasses. Am I supposed to know you? Oh, I have a theory coming with this other worlds and all. Just, do we have a scene at the end like there is no hidden scene, no? No, no hidden scene, no hidden scene right there. I checked. This time I checked. Do I know this person? Like, they're hiding his face, like maybe we're supposed to recognize him. Someone blonde with glasses? No. But this person, he sent the Beast Titan? Ah, that's disturbing me, the fact that he created that Beast Titan. Because for me, the Beast Titan is against the organization. Right there, it's the organization. As I'm thinking of it, you know my theory about people outside and inside deciding stuff together and acting to keep people inside of this walls. The walls society, that's how we are naming it, it seems. To keep people inside so they can stay alive. In fact, you are sending titans so they're not gonna go out, you know, of the walls. And you sent clever titans to kill some of them because they didn't have enough resources. Which is bad because what Erwin said during this season is the fact that they are still missing resources, like they don't have enough to feed half of the population, like all of what you said, it was bad. For me, what we were seeing right there, it's the world outside and other worlds. For me, these other worlds that we are seeing, it's the worlds of that military base, that other town that I suspect outside, where they are creating titans and where they are sending you titans, you know, they are deciding stuff for you for the world society to not be emotionally connected and all of that. The fact that there is a Beast Titan right there, it's destroying things for me. Let's erase the fact that there is the Beast Titan. And just think about that theory that I have and what we discovered right there at the end. And maybe Ymir, in fact, she's from that town, that military base, and that's why when they punished you and pushed you from the walls, it was not the walls that we knew, it was these walls, and that's why you were sent to be titans. They said the World's Society, they talked about what else? The coordinate, Eren is the coordinate. Why using this word, the coordinate? I mean, I understand what they are talking about. Eren is the person who can give orders to titans, but if I'm thinking of that, like for me the Beast Titan did the same. Maybe not as much, you know, he was not as powerful, like maybe more the Beast Titan, he was talking to the titans, he was convincing them, and not all of them, the abnormal ones, the ones who can still understand his language. like, you know, the Titan from Isla's notebook, OVA and stuff like that. When Eren, it's really like he can order that to everyone, to all of the Titans. But I have so many questions about that. Why is it named the Coordinate? How did you know, Reiner Bertolt, that someone like that exists? What do you want to do with him? If you are already from people outside who are sounding the Titans, or maybe you just want, in fact, the people inside the world society to not have that power. Because of that, they could win the war. Because of my theory, I don't like that name of the war, because it's not really that, you know, it's the war as the people in can think of, because they don't have all of the information, but not the people out, because in fact they are the same than the people in. Oh, yo. My head hurts. You can order 2 Titans to do stuff. Cool, really cool. Why you didn't discover that earlier? I mean, since the beginning it would have been great, but at least before Anus's death. I'm so sad that he died. Because of this character, you know, his character, he was so great, he could motivate them, you know, that speech that he made to Erwin and to Mikasa, but also the fact that he was always there and he was representing for them their past and their old lives, and he was really like a family figure for them. And he was really great for that, so it's making me really sad, because also he evolved between the Anuse that we discovered during the episode 1 of the season 1 and this one. He evolved, and that's bad for the character, for what it represented for the other characters, for his evolution, but also because of this end, you know, the fact that he wanted to have his revenge, because I think that, you know, Eren was feeling guilty about that moment, but I think that Anuse also, because he wanted to avenge, you know, their mother, and he didn't do it, he preferred to save them, but I think that Anuse, he also kept that in mind, the fact that he didn't avenge her, and also, at first he wanted to have this revenge, you know, to avenge her, because he wanted to pay his debt to this family. So right there, he had the opportunity to have the revenge, to pay his debt, to save still the kids, you know, to do all of that at the same time. And he was that close to do it, and he's not doing it. And on the contrary, the same situation is happening again. For his character, that's awful. Eren screaming like that after it broke... It broke my heart to see him, Eren, crying, screaming like that, being so in pain, you know, the fact that the same situation is reproducing again, his worst nightmare, the thing which is determining his character, his hate for the Titans, it's happening again in front of him with the same Titan, to this person who is maybe the last family figure that he has into his life. It was awful to watch. Mikasa, that speech, I really thought that she would make that speech, and after that she would go to kill herself. I think that I'm so terrified of Mikasa dying because she would give her life, you know, to protect Eren, that I really thought that it was it, you know. Like, again, Mikasa, at each final episode of a season, I'm gonna be afraid for you to sacrifice yourself, even more if you're making that kind of speech. Like, it was really, you were saying goodbye to Eren. In a way, I think that she was saying goodbye to Eren because she thought that they could die, because he couldn't transform into a Titan. They were surrounded by Titans, but Eren, he was like, no. Again, you know, Eren is not someone who is giving up. It's really something which is representing so much his character. He's not giving up. And right there, he couldn't transform into a Titan, but he was ready to fight a Titan with his own little hands of human. Titans, they can't kill you, Eren, because the fact that he did that, the Titan stopped, like, what, by the... you recognized the coordinate right there, even if he didn't order you nothing, you recognized him. Eren is never gonna be killed by the Titan? Oh, we need to work on that power, Eren. Really? You need to work on it so much. Like, it means that none of the next battles, you know, we're gonna have to worry about the Titans if you're working on that power. You need to. Jan, I was so afraid for Armin also protecting Jan like that, that situation. Erwin, you survived. Erwin! That smile that you have, for me, he was not smiling like we discovered something, and what he said also, and the fact that he knows a lot. I thought that he knew a lot because he has a lot of information coming, you know, because he's a commander and all. Erwin, can it be possible that you're not a clever Titan, but you're one member of the organization inside, or at least you're someone who knows about this organization, who knows already everything, but you were just waiting the good moment to have people around you, to have everyone discovering the truth. Like, the fact that you are saying that the truth is outside of the walls, that smile that you have, that reaction that you have, it's almost like you know the answer and you're just glad that they are discovering it. That finally they discovered that, yes, at the beginning Titans were humans. But the fact that you didn't understand that earlier, I mean, I think that it took me 6 or maybe 7 episodes of the season 1 to guess that, like, they are not coming from flowers. At least that was one of my main theories. I'm glad that you are now sure of it, that you have the proof of it. The fact that it's because of Konye's village. Mom, that's awful. Konye, you were so great during this battle with Krista, with all of that. I'm glad that you convinced Krista to come with you. Ymir! I thought that I finally understood the girl, still not agreeing with things that she's doing, that she did, but at least that I understood her reasons because we discovered her past and all of that. Even more now, because I think that, yes, her first town, you know, where they... that cult? It means that this cult who took her as an orphan to make her the successor of the king, that's why it was different uniforms, because it's a different town. It's not the same place. It was not just a question of years. You were coming from that other town. That's why you know so much about these people, about Reiner and Bertolt, where they are coming from. In fact, you are coming from the same hometown. Not at the same period of time, but you were not a part of the organization. You were not one of the warriors. But right there, you're deciding to go with them, to protect them. It's a big risk that you are taking, but you prefer that than to help people inside. Like, I think that there is something, you know, the fact that they have so much regrets about killing all of these people, but they did it no matter what, and right there, they still want to continue their mission, to go back home, to do all of that. You know, it's almost like killing all of these people and having all of these regrets because they killed them. There is something above that. Their mission is so important. Like, when you have, it's not just a duty, you know, that they have. It's really like, I mean, it's not just a question of, oh no, for them to accomplish their mission and all at this point. It's really like almost they have something more important. Like, it's worth it. Killing all of these people, it's worth it. It's going with my theory of the fact that it's for being sure that humanity is gonna survive inside of these walls because you're killing people because there are too many people because they don't have enough resources. But it seems that it's not working, but that's another story. Maybe, you know, that importance, you know, can work right there. But I think that it's something else. They are acting like their mission is beyond everything, like they are saving humanity, in fact. they are saving... My theory is that, in fact, they are saving humanity, but... Oh, I don't know, like, it's even worst. I mean, worst. Bigger than that, in a way. For them to do all of that, even if they have regrets, it means, you know, that for people like them to accept that, their mission for them is honorable, is more than honorable. It's a question of saving everyone, it's a question of... Oh, but at the same time, he said that he wanted to destroy humanity right now. It's to... Or maybe, in fact, since the beginning, you know, I tried to mix my two series, but maybe, in fact, I didn't have to mix my two series, and one of these two series, it was about people outside another country attacking us. Maybe it's that, in fact. No, it can't work. Erwin, I think that you know stuff, you need to tell us all of this stuff. Reiner and Bertolt and Ymir, right there, they're gonna go back home. Armin, you know, with the narrator voice, he said that the Armored Titan never chased them again. Maybe you saw Reiner again, but not as the Armored Titan, or at least you never fought against him again. You didn't say that for Bertolt, you know, he could have said the Armored Titan and the Colossal One. Maybe that's not gonna be the case for Bertolt. Are they gonna go back home? I don't think so. Maybe they're gonna try to have Annie, to have Eren. They were there. Their mission it was to find the coordinate, the one who can give orders to all Titans. It's Eren. And Reiner said it's the worst person ever to have this power. It's the worst person ever because you know that it's someone who is never gonna give up on this fight against the Titans. Like, you know that it's someone who is gonna be against you. Something like that, I think. But how did you know that this person existed? Dr. Jaeger made him the coordinate? If I'm right about Dr. Jaeger, who created Eren like that as a clever Titan, maybe he made him like that? That's why he said that Eren is gonna be the one to save them all, because he made him like that? Guys, I think that I need to give up on the fact that I'm not gonna understand everything right now, that I miss informations, that it's okay, that I did my best, that I'm gonna edit the 5 last episodes, you know, that I just watched, and maybe I'm gonna discover even more, and it's gonna give me the time to work on my series. So I'm gonna see you again, not for the beginning of the season 3, but for the OVA about Lost Girls, no? Not all of the Lost Girls, only things about World Sienna. I know that I need to watch an OVA, some OVA before the beginning of the season 3, so I'm gonna do that and then I will begin the season 3. No matter what, I'm gonna have time to think about stuff, maybe to evolve a little with my series, and I will tell you that during the intro of the next video. That you can already discover on my Patreon if you want. Remember that we have 5 episodes, videos of advance for Attack on Titan. It's a lot. That was something. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.